Peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome to the Humble Servant Homestead, guys. Today we are out here getting ready to plant these sweet potato slips. Now, I did a video a couple months back where I've started my own sweet potato slips, and guys, as y'all can see, all these slips here is what I've been plucking off of those sweet potatoes there. Now, so we're just gonna go ahead and do a quick little rundown how we go about planting our sweet potato slips here on the homestead, guys. And as y'all can see right here, we have some real nice wide and high rows for our sweet potatoes, and the reason for that, having these pretty wide and tall rows here, guys, is for whenever our sweet potatoes go ahead and starting to bear, they will have enough room inside of this dirt here to expand down, and they won't come up to the top when they get ready to start bear fruits. And the reason, also for these rows here, you notice when your sweet potatoes starting to bear, if they don't have enough space in this dirt here, what will happen, they will grow long instead of growing nice and swell up, guys. And so so far everything is looking good. I came out and recultivate this ground here, re-tilled it up, and it's looking good so far. So now what we're going to talk about a little bit is your spacing for your sweet potatoes. Normally you could space them right at about a foot apart, but here on the homestead we're going to space them 18 inches apart. And the reason for that, we're trying to look for a real nice big yield when it comes to that 120 days. That's how long it takes for your sweet potatoes to be ready. We may leave them in just a little bit longer, just so we could get them to swell up a little bit more. Okay, guys, so we're gonna go ahead right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and space out these other ones I have inside of the tray here. And then once we get them all spaced out, we will go ahead and start planting, and I'll show you guys how we go about planting. And if you see, the reason I have all these right here spaced out is just to make my work a little bit easier. Because if I was to go ahead, pull, a pot from out of there, plant it, go back, pull, it's gonna just take too much time. So I went ahead and just start laying out all my pots, all my sweet potato slips in a row, so that way I can go ahead with the flow. You already know. Come on over here, guys. We're gonna go ahead and pull out some of these slips here out of these pots and get them going. If y'all can see here, guys, we have some real nice root system here as well on these slips, and they're just looking, I like the way how they're looking. All right, and the thing about it is, we have this fence right here. What I'm gonna also go ahead and do, I'm not gonna stop them from running up on this fence here. I'm gonna let them run just about wherever they want to run. I'm gonna come through and clean out these honeysuckle vines here off this fence, so that way these sweet potatoes can have enough room to be able to do what it is they need to do. All right. And so like I said, guys, 18 inches apart. Look at that. Ain't that some pretty roots? It's gonna be a little struggle getting it out the pot, but I'll work with it. All right, and so that's it right there for that one. And so now we are gonna go ahead, get to planting. All right, so far it's looking like something. All right, let's go ahead and get these planted. And usually when I normally plant my sweet potatoes, if I just have slips from inside, what I would do with just the slips, I would just go ahead and use my little shovel here, move the dirt back and push the slip down in there. But because we have them inside pots this year, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna go ahead, get a little hole dug, and we're gonna sit them down inside of that hole. Now what I'm gonna do to get this out this pot here very easily, guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and rip the bottom on that right there. It's not gonna hurt it. Right, just move that ball up just a little bit. Go ahead and place that down inside of the dirt there. That is one slip planted. And you see how nice and loose this dirt is, guys. That is what you want to, that is what you want. When you're getting ready to plant your sweet potato, you want to have real nice, loose dirt. And the reason for that is, so that way, like I said, when your sweet potato get ready to expand, it would have that room, the dirt. If the dirt is hard, it won't be able to expand the way how it want to expand. But if your dirt is real nice and loose, you can just move that, push that dirt out the way so those potatoes can go ahead and swell up. It's always a good thing. It's always a good thing here to have those earthworms inside of your dirt, because like I say, they'll come through, they'll poop a little, eat a little, and also help your dirt to be aerated as they go through the roots and everything like that, guys. And so we save earthworms around here. So I'm gonna let this little fella here go and let him go ahead and push on and do what it is he do best. Okay, guys, so now that we have all these slips right here planted, now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is clean these pots up, because guys, of course, we do recycle our pots. Like this one right here says cauliflower, and you see what came out of it, sweet potato slips. So yes, guys, we do recycle our pots here on the homestead. That way we don't have to keep running out and buying the same thing over and over again. We already have it on hand. And so, guys, now that I have all these slips here inside of the ground, let's cleaning up my mess here. Boom. All right. So now, guys, so what we're gonna do right now, that we have all these slips right here inside of the ground, we're gonna go ahead and get our water, and we're gonna come through and water the slips. That is very important whenever you plant your sweet potato slips. Now, of course, I did have mine in pots and stuff like that, so the roots did went ahead and got established. But if you're just planting just the slips by itself, you want to make sure you come through and water them in very good. You want to saturate that area so your roots can go ahead and start to take. Okay, and guys, just another thing, you know, you see me come out here and work this ground here, and everything is looking nice and pretty, but I just want to let you guys know that when you go ahead and garden, there's not really a right or wrong way about doing your garden. The most important thing is, guys, is that you have food in your garden, so therefore you can put food on your plate, feed you and your family, guys. So, you know, as I do these videos here, that's what I want you guys to take away from these videos here, guys, is go ahead, go outside, get your hands dirty. I cannot say it enough. And just put some food in the ground. That way you can come out and harvest the labor of your work, you know. So, you know, guys, that's it right there. I have these sweet potato slips in the ground. I'm gonna come through, water them, and I do have a couple of extra slips out there in the greenhouse that I'm gonna come on through and put in this last row right here. But nonetheless, guys, I want to thank each and every one of you guys out there for coming along with us here on this journey, planting our sweet potato slips. And when it's time to harvest, we will take you guys along as well. So if you like the content you guys are getting here today, throw that thumbs up, like, subscribe, and also share the video. And I want to say thanks to each and every one of you guys out there that subscribe to our channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And have a blessed day. Peace and blessings to each and every one of you guys out there.